All right, you're welcome back. It's time for entertainment, and the queen of gist is here, Miss G.
Hello, I haven't seen you in a long while.
I know, I missed you.
I miss you too, but there's drama everywhere. You know, when I meet you and we had to talk about drama, it's interesting because women, we love a lot of drama.
Women love drama.
See,
and I'm sure the drama involves women.
Oh, a lot of them, not just one woman. So you know that in Nigeria, there's been issues of domestic violence here and there.
Yeah.
So an actress called Empress Njama. Now, if you're not familiar with, that's the actress that Timaya dumped some years ago. So she has been asked to say what she feels about domestic violence. Okay. And here's what she had to say.
Domestic violence again. I will say this. We're talking about domestic violence, and this is very serious. A man hits a woman is domestic violence. A woman hits a man, what is it called? No, seriously, I love the topic. We're always about domestic violence, and then it's all about the woman. Do you know that there are men who are more beaten up mentally than the women who they beat physically? I'm not saying it's advisable, but my dear, the truth of the matter is that sometimes some women are headstrong, and they can actually traumatize their partner mentally, that could actually make them run mad, and they probably do not know when they probably just hit. A lot of things happen in marriages. Marriage is not bed of roses. I'm not saying it's good, but sometimes you need to work together to help the man. If the man is naturally a wife beater or a woman beater.
Wife beater? You want a wife beater? I don't want a wife beater.
No, I guess she's playing the devil's advocate. Because
no, but in fact, Araba, she makes a lot of sense if we want to look at what she's saying. Maybe not, I don't like the latter part of her submission, but of course, domestic violence, we are concentrated too much on the women. Maybe because we are vulnerable. Yeah. But what about the men who cannot cry out as the women are crying because they're also being beaten by their spouse? So it should be balanced, but I'm not sure I like the latter part of her submission. Right. But Juliet Ibrahim won't have any of that. Juliet has actually relocated. She's moved from Ghana to Nigeria. Oh. And instead of keeping quiet in their land, she has the guts to respond to her. So she went on Instagram, posted a picture. If you can see the pictures rolling. She posted a picture. She says, you don't have to do anything for your spouse to hit you. She says, no man has a right to hit a woman, no matter what you do. And then she calls her out. She doesn't mention Empress's name, but she says, how do people begin to form advices on domestic violence? To wait till it's their turn or their family members are being abused, then they should come and advise this way. She's asking Empress, so what do you mean? What is it called when a woman hits a man? It's the same domestic violence, and we are all preaching against it. Right. But to say that women should find a way to help a man who is violent to, be sober, is not the right thing. No woman should sit for a man to beat her.
But what is wrong with what Juliet is saying?
Well, it's just like a swipe, Okay. I said my mind, you're coming to tell me. And the way Juliet went about hers is what everybody's talking about, because
they think that she's attacking.
Exactly. Exactly. And then you get Ebube also come on social media to come and post, a lot about domestic violence, trying to explain.
So the issue of domestic violence has been trending.
Has been trending.
And it's a good thing because we need to create more awareness about it. But one thing that I agree with Julia is the fact that there's no justification to hit anybody, whether you're a man or a woman.
So I guess they're all saying the same thing, but people are just not saying it or putting it as one would expect that the other party puts it. Okay. I think that's the argument. Okay, so away from that, let's talk about Mr. Easy. Now, Mr. Easy has been talking about the fact that he started his career here in Ghana. Yes. But he also made reference to a certain young man who is also a musician who gave him a studio. He's a musician and beat producer.
A Ghanaian producer?
A Ghanaian producer who allowed him use the studio 24/7 to rehearse. Okay. Before he became Mr. Easy.
Maybe he saw talent in him.
Well, here's Kaboom on Mr. Easy.
Yeah, Charlie, in a way, I feel good, you know what I mean? Because some people some people know they remember, they know they remember like the things, maybe the time wait and they have to, to make it to the top. You know what I mean? There are some people know that really appreciate those kind of things. So for him to say that kind of thing, Charlie, I really like that. You know what I mean? I'm grateful for that. So it's like that. I'm wishing him all the best. You know what I mean? Because that's all we praying for. You know, just to win to that war. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like that. But we haven't really met. You know what I mean? Yet. Because right now we're all busy, you know what I mean? I'm about to, do my album launch right now, so we're into the tour everywhere. Like every time it's here, there. So I think that's why, you know what I mean? But Charlie, we still there, you know. If Stonebwoy won, like it's okay. If Mr. Easy to win, it's okay. So yeah, like both of them. If anyone wins, it's okay.
All right, so that's Kabone speaking on Mr. Easy. So he's playing safe. He says if Mr. Easy wins the BET, fine. If Stonebwoy wins it as well, that's okay for him. Then
where does Mr. Easy's alliances lie? Ghana or Nigeria?
He said he's always said that he's a Ghanaian artist, but I'm sure when he crosses over to Nigeria, he'll tell them, I'm a Nigerian, so
But he's Nigerian by birth.
He's Nigerian by birth, and then just came to school here in Ghana, and that's it. But Miss Okoro trended last week when Graphic Showbiz said she had said, men do not have balls to approach her. That's why she's single.
Which Okoro are you talking about?
Yvonne Okoro.
Okay.
Yvonne says she was misconstrued.
That it's been totally misconstrued. What I said was, I remember clearly, if I'm not mistaken, that the interviewer asked me, am I single? And I said, reluctantly, yes. Now, if you know me very well and you followed my journey, I don't discuss my private life. So whether I'm single or not, if I'm dating, I'll still tell you I'm single, because I want people to judge me for my talent and not for who I'm dating or whatsoever. So I said I'm single. Then he says, for how long? And I didn't answer. So I asked my sister, I said, how long have I been single? Because she was like, are you single? Okay. 2 years. So she mentioned 2 years, and I was like, 2 years. And he was like, how can a lady like you be single? So then that's when I said, you see, that's a problem. I feel as if a lot of men out there are afraid to approach women in the limelight, because they believe that, who would see such a beautiful woman like you and say that you're single? Let's say if you were single, nobody. Immediately they'll think, oh, definitely there are millions of men around you. You're probably dating like 5-6 men. So then I said, okay, you know what? Let me not generalize. Let me say, since you're interviewing me, men are afraid to approach me because they believe that I'm dating. They believe that there's somebody in my life. And that's what I said. And that's what has been misconstrued. And I said men are not in my class. In Nigeria, on the Nigerian block, it's even worse. Men are not in my class. Men are not what? So this is what I said. So
were you disappointed that, the story turned out that way?
No, I'm not. It's the media, So
you didn't
says
yeah.
It's the media.
It's the media. Everything is the media. Even the things that they say is still the media. Don't we just report what we hear?
Exactly.
It is not the media. It is the way it is being said. And we report it just the way we hear it.
Exactly.
Anyway, so then the issue about Two-Face Idibia and his wife. You know that Annie Idibia and Two-Face Idibia, their story is a peculiar one.
Yeah.
A lot of people are familiar with the story. So a reporter goes out there to find out from them what is sustaining this marriage. In Nigeria, almost every celebrity marriage
But for the benefit of those who
might
not know, just quickly.
Okay, so
background.
Annie and Two-Face met somewhere in 2003. For the story they tell, they had a child together, and Two-Face became famous and decided to, enjoy life. Had 5 extra kids outside, came back to marry Annie in 2015. So that's the story of Two-Face and Annie. So what's been sustaining their relationship?
I would say every relationship has their different thing going. But the one thing that is common, the one thing that is never going to change is the fact that every relationship is always going to have their ups and downs. And then love and trust should keep you. The truth is, the way love is there, it becomes a choice afterwards. If you've chosen to be committed to this person, you got to stay that way.
Now, by the grace of God, now by the grace of God, that's the only secret I can say.
I think what comes to our mind whenever we fight, we start our conversation like he always starts. I'm very upset said to Chu, I will never ever leave you, but blah blah blah. And I do the same thing too. I love you, I will never leave you, but blah blah blah, and we'll fight. Bottom line is, no matter how much we fight, when I mean fight, I don't mean physical fight, verbal quarrel. We know that we're going to sleep in the same bed that night. Regardless, never sleep in another room.
I just picked an advice. Says never sleep in another room, no matter how the fight, goes.
That's one
sleep in the same room with your husband.
A wise woman once told me, never go to bed angry with your husband.
Now, even if you're angry, make sure you're not in another room. You know what I was thinking when I was doing this? I was like, okay, so he can call somebody else and say, I'm feeling lonely. Can we have chat via phone? Anyway. Araba.
Okay.
What?
That's a bit weird for me, but
well, is it weird?
Weird. It's very weird. Anyway, it happens. It happens.
Yes, it could happen, and that's how you begin to lose the man gradually. I'm in no position to advise.
The important thing
anyway.
is to force yourself to get out of that angry mood before you sleep. Yes, it makes everything better in the morning.
Great tips from Araba. Now, Araba,
tips from somebody else. Tips that somebody else gave me. It's not my own.
You know, since we're talking about Two-Face, it's very appropriate we talk about his fight with the guy Blackface. You know, before Two-Face became Two-Face as an individual, he was part of a group called Plantation Boys. Okay. And so he was made up of Face, Two-Face, and Blackface. Okay. Now, in recent times, Blackface has been on the nerves of Two-Face, calling him names, saying that he's greedy. Every day, Blackface had something ill to say about Two-Face, to the point that recently Two-Face said he was going to sue him.
Okay.
Now, here's a third member, Face, telling us what he thinks is wrong with the group.
We are not boys anymore, not plantation boys, we're plantation men. What I think Two-Face has played his part by keeping quiet, about his situation, not talking about it a lot. Blackface, I think Blackface is really bitterly hurt, but there's some things you don't have to take to the media. You just keep to yourself. You don't have to take it all out. I've told him, I speak to him on the phone. We argue about that all the time. I think he should cool down on that. And on the other side, I feel like Two-Face should take up one day and take up his phone at least and say, hey, Black, how far we see now? We try tidy this thing out, But I don't know what's really going on. I've actually done my best to make sure things work out the way it's supposed to be. We actually met and we did a song together nobody knows about. This is a secret I'm letting you guys know. We did a song after the incident of what's it called? After the incident of that, I let somebody love you song. We recorded together. I mean, it was lovely. It was something we wanted to actually put out. And next 2 days, I'm seeing Two-Face saying Blackface has written something online. I said, what again? After recording, after the next 2-3 days, I'm like, I asked him, I said, what's going on? He didn't really come out. He just said he doesn't even know. I mean, when I see things like this going on, I ask Black, and Black is telling me something different. So when I see things like this going on, I mean, both of them know what's going on. That's what I just believe in. What I would want is Blackface should stop being that, going online, doing all that. It's not necessary. I don't think it's necessary for him because no one is tarnishing his own name. It's not good for him. I got love for him so much. That's what I'm saying.
So that's his Face's submission. Quickly before I go.
About Blackface. Just one thing I wanted to say. I understand why he's called Blackface.
Blackface is black. Okay, so for the lovers of scandal, I'm sure you're one of them.
I am.
Okay, so it's coming to an end.
Oh.
And here's Olivia Pope talking about the final season and how she feels that scandal is coming to an end. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm told that we can't play that video, but Kerry Washington is just talking about, how she feels. She's glad that they are being told.
Kerry Washington plays the character Olivia Pope.
Exactly. Yes. She's glad that they have been told that
she always has the white hat on.
Yeah.
Literally. And
she's always been the bidding of the
problems.
The bidding of the president. Anyway, that'll be it for entertainment today.
All right. Always good to see you, Miss G.
Oh, thank you.
Miss G there with the latest in entertainment. We're taking a short break. We're back with sports.